Hey YouTube, Jam and X coming to you today, and this is going to be a response video to the Michael London show. This one is about living single and loneliness is the subject. So, anyway, like I stated, that the Michael London show, he did a response video to my video, and I watched his video today, and I loved it. So, I wrote down some notes. So I won't be going on and like rambling because I'm trying to make this under 10 minutes. Yeah. So anyway, so I want to talk about some experience I went through along with some of my notes that I have written down. So a little bit of background about me. I am currently 27. I've been single for the past 5 years, since 2005. And I have dated people in between. But as I get older, what I have realized is that I always give more to people than what's given back to me. So because of my previous like loneliness, I have made like some bad choices, and it had led to like different avenues of like almost like damn near depression. I have prayed about like previous relationships, like, oh Lord, I pray that he comes back, and written down what I used to write down. Excuse me, let me start this over. I used to write down my goals, my thoughts, my prayers. I used to type it out, not write it out. I used to type it out on my computer, and I used to pray over it, and then I will come back to it at the end of the year to see if some of my prayers was answered, if I knocked out those goals, whatever. And I remember in 2005, like, I prayed about my ex-boyfriend, and sure enough, 2006, he came back. The worst prayer of my life. So, please be careful what you pray for. So, like I said, loneliness can lead to bad decisions, so choose wisely. Also, Michael London was saying how you could be lonely in relationships. I can't personally say that I have been in a relationship and been lonely. I can say that I have been in a relationship and I have conformed to what the person, not what the person is, but like, say for example, daggone well, I love watching football. I love football. But some females don't like watching football. And you don't like watching football, so you won't sit on the couch and sit here and watch football, but you're going to complain. But then eventually you understand, well, let me be quiet and not complain because he's watching football all day. Knowing daggone well you don't like that. So you're conforming in a way to what this person wants and what this person likes. What happens is that you lose yourself. You lose who you truly are. Don't let people walk over you because you're scared to be alone. It's going to happen. You're going to be alone once in your life. It's going to be okay. So don't get wrapped up in that. Oh, I'm scared to be alone. Please don't leave me. It's going to be all right. Trust me. It's going to be all right. So anyway, let's see. What else I was going to talk about? Okay. Also, in your time of singleness, while being alone, learn to love yourself. I recently got asked the question of what do I desire in a mate. I did this like 4 years ago of what I wanted, who I wanted, and qualities and all this stuff I wanted out of a mate. But it has changed since 2006 to 2010. Because I am a different person, my views are different, and my desires are different. So, it took me back being asked that question again because, like I said, I have changed tremendously. So, you should do the same thing. You should really write down on paper and really think before you write these things down and pray over it. What do you desire in this person? Because if you don't know what you want, then you're going to fall for anything. You're going to allow anything to happen. So really think about what you want. So that's something to think about. That leads to, when you know what you desire, then you know what you want, what you need, and most importantly, what you deserve. So really think about that. This point, I think is very important. A lot of time people say, oh, I'm content where I'm at right now. I'm content being lonely. It's all right. If you really think about what content means, it's mean like having a common ground, being neutral, being satisfied. How about you be above and beyond that? How about you go ahead and choose to be happy? You can wake up every day. You can choose to be mad. You can be hurt. You can be angry. You can hold all this grudge. You can be all this. Because Lord knows I am so tired of going to the movies with like my family or one of my girlfriends or something. And I know I want to be there with a guy. I know I want to be there with someone like, you can cuddle and snuggle with, and, scary parts has come up. You want to hold on to that person. But I need to stop myself from getting mad and angry and basically hating on those people. My time will come, or when it happens, I will appreciate it. I will be fine. So I'm choosing to be happy where I'm at. Like, I'm not being resentful or angry or carrying all this hatred. Like, stop being a hater. Be happy. So that's something that you really need to stop saying you're content where you're at. You're happy where you're at. And if you're not happy, it's this quote by Maya Angelou, what she said, if you cannot change, if you're not happy, then change the situation. If you cannot change the situation, then change your outlook. Something like that. But basically, it's all a mental thing, mind over matter. Another major point I wanted to say is like love versus lust. A lot of people get wrapped up on when they're dating or while they're single, whatever, or even go back into previous relationships. They're like, oh, I really love that person. You need to ask yourself, did you really love that person, or were you just lusting over that person? That's something that that only you can decide. Like, a lot of people can look at your situation. Say, for example, if you're having sex with that person and you've been having sex with a person and then you said, I love you during sex. Do you really mean that you love them, or was that something just to say while you were having sex? Really think about it. Like, that happens to a lot of people. So that's why a lot of people would say, don't ever say the love word while having sex, because you can get that confused. That could be so misconstrued. So you really need to ask yourself, do you really love this person? Is this person really in love with you? So you need to take the sex, the intimacy out of the relationship, out of the dating situation, and really get to know that person for who they are, what qualities they possess, and what they can present to you. Like Michael London said, I'm a lock, you're a key. You need to fit into my lock in order for it to be a perfect fit. If not, you're going to be keep jamming. That key might get stuck, and we're going to shoot it right back out. So, really think about that. And my last and major point, which was asked to me through my singles ministry at my church, and I'm going to leave it to you all. Wow, iTunes is really playing the background music. Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I, though. Okay. So, this question was asked, like I said, to all the single people in the church. And something that you have to realize, everybody say, oh, everybody has somebody for somebody. God wouldn't place you here on the earth and you don't have no one. But you have to think about the opposite. You may not ever have a companion. You may not ever get married, have kids, that white picket fence and a dog and all that good happy stuff. You might have all that stuff on your own. And that's because God placed you here because He wants you to do His work. And with that being said, you may never have that special someone. Not saying that you won't date anyone, but you may not have that one. And with that being said, can you live your life by having God as your companion? Yeah. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm waiting for them answers. Let's see if you can really think about that. Like you would never have no one. Single for life. I'm still thinking about that question myself. Will God be enough for you? Think about it. Leave some comments, video responses. I would love to hear from you. I have 2 more videos that I need to respond to for him, so it will be a continuation. Peace and blessings.